What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. These 7-star Torterra raids are just around the corner, so today I'll be going over some counters that you might want to bring in order to take them down. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So of course, before we hop into the counters, let's go ahead and take a peek of what we might be going up against in the actual raids. So Torterra is of course going to be level 100 since this is a 7-star Terra raid battle and is normally a grass and ground type Pokemon. And for this raid, it is also going to have the ground Terra type. As for its ability, it will most likely have its hidden ability Shell Armor, which means that it can't get hit by any critical hits. Now the good thing about this raid is that Torterra's stats are not great. It has an HP stat of 95, an attack stat of 109, a defense stat of 105, a special attack stat of 75, a special defense stat of 85, and a speed stat of 56. So it is going to be a very slow Pokemon. As for its main moveset, I can definitely see them giving it Earthquake since it is going to be a stab move. I can also see them giving it something like Wood Hammer since it is normally also a grass type and Wood Hammer does a ton of damage. It has a base power of 120, although it does have recoil as well. I can also see them putting a coverage move like Heavy Slam on there, which does more damage the heavier the Pokemon is, and then maybe something like Stone Edge as well, which does have a high critical hit ratio. As for its additional moveset, it does get access to things like Reflect, which helps it take physical hits a lot better. And not only that, but it also gets access to Light Screen, which of course helps it take special attacks a lot better. It does also have access to the move Shell Smash, which does lower defense and special defense by 1 stage, but it raises attack, special attack, and speed by 2 stages. Or maybe even something like Leaf Storm since it does get access to a couple of special moves as well, which does have a base power of 130. But now that we have an idea of what we might be going up against, let's go ahead and hop into the actual counters. So per usual, I do have 2 different attacking options and 2 different support Pokemon for you to choose from for this raid. But starting off with our first attacker, we are going to go with Lurantis, which is of course a pure grass type Pokemon, and for the purposes of this raid, you are going to also want it to have the grass Terra type. Its held item is going to be Metronome, which boosts the power of a move if you use it repeatedly. You do want it to have the ability Contrary, which reverses any stat changes that affect the Pokemon. So for example, if it uses a move that has like the secondary effect of lowering its attack, for example, it's actually going to raise that stat instead. As for its EV spread, it is going to be full HP and full special attack with a special attack boosting nature, and its actual moveset is going to be Giga Drain, Leaf Storm, Superpower, and Synthesis. Giga Drain is going to give you some HP recovery as well as deal super effective damage. So for that reason, this is probably the best option if you are trying to solo it, but we'll get to that video eventually. Leaf Storm is going to do a ton of damage, as we saw when we were going over Torterra's possible moveset. It also has the secondary effect of lowering your special attack by 2 stages, and with our ability Contrary, will actually boost our special attack. Superpower also lowers your attack as well as both of your defense stats, so we would get those boosts. And then Synthesis is there for HP recovery, which keep in mind, Synthesis does give you more HP recovery if you are in the sun. Now, if you're not a fan of Lurantis, you can always go with Arboliva, which is a normal and grass type Pokemon. But for this raid, you also want it to have the grass Terra type. Its held item is going to be Life Orb, so this is definitely more of a group strategy Pokemon since of course Life Orb does boost the amount of power that your moves do, but you do take that little bit of HP chip every time. Now its ability is going to be Seed Sower, which means that once it gets hit by an attack, it is going to set up grassy terrain, which is cool because it is going to boost your grass type moves as well as give you a tiny bit of HP recovery. As for its EV spread, it is going to be full HP and full special attack with a special attack boosting nature, and its moveset is going to be Growth, Sunny Day, Giga Drain, and Leaf Storm. So Growth is there for you to boost your special attack, Sunny Day is there to set up the sun, Giga Drain is going to give you HP recovery as well as deal super effective damage, and Leaf Storm is there to deal super effective damage. As we saw, it does have a base power of 130. However, like I mentioned, keep in mind that it does lower your special attack by 2 stages. Now, if you're more of a support Pokemon person, a great option for this raid is going to be Corviknight, which is a flying and steel type Pokemon. Like I always say, ignore the Terras for the support Pokemon. Its held item is going to be a Citrus Berry so that you can get some HP recovery, and its EV spread is going to be full HP and full defense with a defense boosting nature. As for its moveset, it is going to be Taunt, Fake Tears, Drill Peck, and Reflect. Taunt is going to prevent any type of setup move like Shell Smash, for example. Fake Tears is going to lower special defense. Drill Pick is there to do a little damage, and Reflect is going to be to help you take those big physical hits a lot better. And if you don't have access to a Corviknight, you can always go with good old reliable Umbreon, which is of course a pure dark type Pokemon. It is going to have the same Citrus Berry held item for HP recovery, and its EV spread is going to be the same as Corviknight, which is full HP and full defense with a defense boosting nature. As for Umbreon's moveset, you are going to want to go with Mud Slap, Fake Tears, Helping Hand, and Reflect. Mud Slap is there to do a little bit of damage but also lower accuracy. Fake Tears once again is going to lower special defense. Helping Hand is there to help your attacker, and then Reflect is there to help you take the physical hits a lot better. But there you have it. Those are a couple of Pokemon that you might want to bring in order to take down the Torterra raids. Leave a comment down below with what you are thinking about bringing. As I always say, I'm sure people would love other options. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.